Welcome group 3 for the reading, What Does the Person I Have in Mind Think About Me? If you've come to this reading, then you have chosen the card Moloch, or the Devil card. So I will just show this card for a brief moment. Make sure this is the card that you chose. And let's go down and get into it with the cards. So I'm going to shuffle this deck 3 times. And then I will place the cards, announce what their designations are so you know what they'll represent. And we'll get a crackin'. That was chunky. So satisfying. All right. Group number 3. Let's do this. This card represents the person that you have in your mind. This card represents what this person thinks about you. This card represents what this person thinks you think about them. Just to throw you a curveball there, group number 3. This card represents you as you are. This card represents the benefits of a possible entanglement, the challenges of a possible entanglement, and a descriptor, words, they're so good, of the possible entanglement. I don't know why I'm pretty giddy right now, but that's what's happening, group number 3. So let's see here. All right. I can see why Moloch is the guardian of this reading. Group number 3. Here comes. All right. Your person is represented by the Ace of Cups reversed. So, group number 3. I don't think your person is extremely open for new emotional beginnings. You may have them on your mind, but they may not be open to getting emotionally involved with someone else. Maybe you should be like some wham bams or whatever you want to call that, but maybe not even that. They may just be still trying to recover emotionally from some stuff. They might not be entirely emotionally healthy as an individual. Don't shoot the messenger, it's just a card. Let's see what they think of you. They think of you as the 3 of Wands, which is interesting. So I get this sense of like, you could be the type someday, but not right now. You know what I mean? And it may be more about you as a concept than you as a person. That's not 100% guaranteed either way, but that's just a sense that I'm getting. It's something that seems off in the future for them, right? Something that they would desire someday, but it's something that they're waiting for it to happen. Whoa, that was not where I was supposed to go. How they think you see them. I think pile number 3, that they are very well aware that you're interested in being romantic partners or emotional equals if this isn't some sort of romantic based reading. They are very well aware that you want to come and be mutually receptive and offer your cup to them and expect a cup from them in return. So they know what you feeling, that you at least are thinking about them. However they got that information, who knows? But you are represented by the Empress. So group number 3, the Empress if we're going to talk in sense of a romantic notion, is the card that's like, I'm ready to have a family, I'm ready to settle down, I'm ready to nurture, I'm ready to give birth to new life. Now, that doesn't mean that you want to have kids. Everyone's different and unique, okay? But you are nesting, basically. You're thinking about graduating to next steps in life, getting to the big leagues, whatever that looks like, particularly for you and your scenario and your personal preferences. Everyone's different. But you're in that energy of like, I'm looking for someone to do that with me. So you're radiating that energy outwards. Benefits and challenges we have here. So, a benefit, which is a curious benefit, file number 3, is the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Okay, I'm going to give it to you how I first get this, alright? So maybe the benefit here is that you can look at this and think, yeah, this isn't like my forever long-term thing. Darn, I'm just putting that out there, because the Ten of Pentacles reversed is like, this is not the kingdom thou dreamest of, right? And that is meant to be a blessing. So maybe you're interested in having something shorter with this person, even though you're in that like deeper energy. It can be helpful to know that this may not be something that you want to invest long-term in, and there's certainly nothing wrong with some short-term endeavors. Definitely be careful though about acknowledging that this isn't it, but then trying to morph it into something, because you're just in that Empress energy. So you may be like, oh sure, this is not going to be a long-term thing, it's going to be fine and fun, but then internally be like, why won't they do this thing with me, this Empress thing with me? So that's just a caution. That doesn't mean that that's going to be the case for all of you. Challenge. It's also an interesting card because it's the Five of Cups reversed. So what I get from this, group number 3, is maybe that the person that you have on the mind is hurt from some sort of other emotional past scenario. They're not as depressed, but they're not interested in making new emotional connections. They haven't healed from it. It may take them longer than you may desire for them to come out of it. Or, yeah, because I mean, the Five of Cups can talk about coming out of a period of depression. But since it's challenged, it's like, yeah, they're healing, but they may be healing a lot slower, or that they've kind of gotten over the depression, but they've blocked themselves down emotionally and don't want to open themselves up to recognizing new emotional possibilities for themselves. They just want to focus on like the pain from the past, and then lock themselves inside a cloak and just be like, no one shall ever do that to me again. I will just keep people at a distance as part of their processing. The suggested guidance around an entanglement with this individual. Basically, I think this is for you, group number 3, is to just be discerning, be logical. Really look at it, analyze it, weigh it, be just, be fair. This is not about your emotions, this is not about the dreams of your future, etc. Really just think about it. Is this the type of energy you want to get connected with? Even if it is short-term fun, if a person isn't open to new emotional stuff, if they're in a depressive state, if they're still wounded, etc., if they're like, yeah, someday I might want that, but I'm not really there right now. I really see this as saying like, yeah, make the logical choice. May not be the things that you want to hear, and again, this is just a general card reading, so take it as you will. Let's finish off by talking about Moloch, the devil. And the devil card right? Is about the things that bind us, that tie us, that we enslave ourselves to. So, you know, I really feel like this person has their own stuff that they have shackled themselves to, pile number 3, and they're just not open to this. They're just not available for this. They've got their own demons to be working on. So that is my interpretation of these cards, pile number 3. Um, Head on out. You know all the social media things to do. I appreciate if you engage. Love to hear from you. If you have any tarot questions that you'd love to see answered on this channel, you can see on the screen that there will be some suggestions for other things to watch should you be interested. And until then, pile number 3, we'll see you next time for your next reading.